weather is not really good, but yeah, hopefully it will become better. Today, basically, what we are going to talk about is e-commerce automation, and that's something that we have been working on for quite some time, and we have presented in some way, some form and shape in last few months, I would say. But today, basically, we thought, we'll just come back again on this e-commerce automation and tell you a little bit more about also what we are doing, right? And in some ways tell you where agentic AI is headed, because we're spending a lot of time on agentic AI. So that's something, and also something I thought I'll share with you. I have Neha with me. She's going to coordinate the bulk of the webinar here, and then I have Tarun also here who will help us with the demo that we have planned. So Neha and Tarun also here for my team. So fundamentally, I'll tell you a little bit about GrokClick. Right, GrokClick is an agentic AI workforce infrastructure framework that we are building right here in India, which is very unique from architecture perspective. It's targeted toward mid and large scale enterprises globally, right? That's basically is what we are looking at. What we are positioning GrokClick as is fundamentally for deep custom workflows or workflow automation for mid and large scale enterprises. So ours is not for generic workflows. It is for deeply embedded workflows in a lot of enterprises that we are seeing. And interesting thing is we are seeing a lot of interest from some very large enterprises globally with respect to agentic AI workflow automation. GrokClick as an infrastructure framework is horizontal in nature, which means that it works for multiple industries and functions. So that's something that I want to highlight, that it works for across industries, across functions. We are looking at GrokClick being used for variety of use cases, including, of course, the e-commerce automation to automation in IT ops, to automation in HR, to automation in even in like audit workflows, loan origination and those kinds of. So multiple workflows is where GrokClick is being found useful kind of stuff. So it is a unique framework because other than us, I don't think anyone is building anywhere in India this framework. Whether whether you want to use us or whether you use some other frameworks will be a necessity if you are looking at agentic AI, workflows, right? So if anywhere, if you want to create, deploy, monitor AI agents, you will need a framework. And therefore, frameworks are becoming globally, they're becoming very, very, I would say a lot of people are excited about frameworks. So we fortunately are building one that in India. Now, so that's basically about GrokClick as a infrastructure framework. Uh, we have published a paper on our unique architecture, so I'm happy to share that with all of you later on. Uh, if you want to use GrokClick for your enterprise, talk to us. We can help you automate your workflows very, very quickly, right? That's something that we can guarantee. Now you can use Grokly yourself. There's no challenge with that. I have published a LinkedIn post recently on how you can use Grokclick to you basically how you can use Grokclick for your enterprise. You can check it out. I'll just quickly show here, right? So here basically I'm just saying that here are some of the Grokclick resources. Hopefully you can see my screen here, which can help you build AI agents using Grokclick infrastructure framework, right? And fundamentally starts with GrokClick documentation. You can go to docs.grokclick.ai, right? If I click here, I land here. It basically has a lot of information about GrokClick itself, introduction to GrokClick, high level concepts, and those kind of stuff, right? Another thing I want to point out is we have a lot of blogs here which which you can go, and if you feel that something you don't understand, these blogs will help you understand. There are a lot of comparison between us and Crew AI, with us and N8N, with us and a Google Agent Space. Then we have blog on our protocol, HTTP protocol, that you can check out. And we have a step by how do you create an AI agent. So a step by step guide is also here, which you can check out, right? So that's another resource I wanted to highlight. Second thing, you can look at a sample code. It is a very simple chat agent that we have created. It's the simplest of the cases that you can use Groklik for. Of course, no one uses for just for this kind of stuff, right? But it tells you, how do you install a Groklik library? How do you define your own custom agent here using a Grok agent, which is a base agent class that we have? Then how do you define your intents, and how do you create a custom intent handler? Our agents are multi-intent. That is also something that you will see when Neha presents that, how you can use Groklik for multi-intent architecture. You can, like, for example, here I've used model lake in Groklik to generate LLM response, and then we basically return response in HTTP format. We define the HTTP adapter here, which can have like the client's agent UID and then the APC ID. And then basically here you're creating an agent which with the agent name, the agent intent. Basically, this is the initial intent. Of course, you can register more intents and more intent handlers, right? So that's not a challenge. And this is the basic description of this intent. So basically, intent you can think of it as a task, right? Usually, usually an agent will talk to agent using multiple intent, right? So as a human, someone talks to me. Let's say, can you write this PPT, or can you create this PPT to can you join my meeting, right? So these are two different intents, right? And there are different tasks for that, right? And then you basically run the agent, where agent is basically listening on a port kind of stuff, right? So that's the third resource you can look at, right? So I've covered this. Then we have a research paper which has been published. You can look at it here. It gives more idea about what Grok Lake architecture is. It's published on SSRN, which is a premier preprint, in US, publication place. So you can fetch it here, the paper, and then of course a step-by-step guide, which is again a blog kind of stuff. So that basically something that I wanted to highlight. There are a lot of stuff that we are doing. If you are looking at your enterprise, and if you want to make an enterprise agentic in nature, right, we can help you become agentic very, very quickly. With that, now I want to hand over to you. Why don't you take us through the
Yeah.
specific workflow, which is e-commerce automation? Yeah.
Sure, sure. Very good afternoon to everybody, and thank you so much for joining in. We'll have this presentation for the next 30 minutes or so, followed by a real demo that will happen where we will show you exactly how things are done, right? In e-commerce, in an agentic way with the help of AI agents, how we are actually solving and creating value. So I'm going to quickly share my screen. Give me a second. Is my screen visible?
Now it is, yes.
All right, great. So basically, today we are going to see, although there are lots of use cases that we can touch upon when it comes to agentic AI across industries, they could be vertical, they could be horizontal, but today we will be focusing on e commerce. So basically, let me just give you a scenario because when we give analogies, it becomes much more interesting and one is able to relate much more. So imagine you're standing in a huge library, right? I think there is a very famous library in Washington. It's called Congress Library, which has millions of books inside. Imagine you're standing there and you're looking for, say, 2 to 3 books of your interest. You want to read them over a weekend, for example. So you find this librarian who knows you well, who understands you well, And out of all of those books, hundreds and thousands of books, that librarian is able to fetch you the kind of books that you would actually like. This similar subject, similar taste of writing, the authors that you prefer, and things like that. So this solution that is being created in e-commerce is more or less similar, where you have an agent who understands you and who is able to help you in this entire process of shopping, entire journey of shopping. So it's kind of redefining in such a way that the bridge which used to be there earlier between a personalized shopping and online shopping, that can be bridged, right? So these agents are acting like those bridges, right? So here what we can see is, the sort of interface where you can ask any of the queries right here, right, in a very conversational way. You can ask about any products in any language, and it could be in different forms. In the form of, suppose you are looking for a specific product that you like, you don't know from which brand does it belong, etc. You can still search for it, right? You are not too comfortable, suppose in English, any sort of language you want to shop in, you can do that. That's how it happens, right? Even in offline shopping, you generally, for example, suppose you're going to a mom and pop store, right? If I talk specifically in India, suppose you go there, you prefer to talk in your native language, right? You would not go and talk in any other language. So why to have this restriction in your online shopping? It should be equally seamless. It should be equally friendly to you. So those are the kind of solutions which have been provided with the help of these agents, AI agents who understand you, and in a very human-like way, they are able to help you.
I just want to add like a lot of things. There's a lot of people are talking about vibe coding, right? You code as if just for the chill kind of stuff.
Hmm.
So the way we want e-commerce shopping to happen is the way you have been shopping on your retail stores, right? You casually go talk to the shopkeeper, and not you're
Yeah,
not talking in a very structured way. You're talking in a very
yeah,
unstructured way, right? So that's
yeah,
basically is the goal. Yeah.
absolutely,
Can you do a
absolutely.
vibe shopping, right? It's something which is like
Yeah,
casual shopping kind of stuff. Yeah.
right, absolutely. So it has to be as human-like as possible, like you're talking to a human shopkeeper. That is the goal. Going forward, something which is a big plus when you talk about the search that you do in with the agentic framework, agentic interface, is that it is able to search for a product in a very semantic way and in different languages, of course. So when we say semantic, it is able to understand what is the intent. It is able to understand what is the context of what you are searching for, right? So relevance is there. So these are some of the things which the agent is able to pick up very quickly, right? A lot happens because thanks to LLMs, and they are so well trained around this. But it makes the life of a shopper very easy, right? When you are looking at people from different regions, different languages, different sensibilities, different way of expressing, or calling some product something, it becomes tad bit difficult if it has to be very structured and you expect to see the result, right? So that is the reason why it becomes far more easy and seamless when, even if you want to pick up a shirt and you type SHART, or you say shart, मुझे shart दिखाओ, कुछ मतलब any sort of dialect you have, any way of pronunciation you have, it is able to catch all of that, and we'll see that happening live in a short while. We'll see the real demo where we see how it is able to catch what is the intent, what is the product you're looking at, and it does it so intelligently that's very impressive. So yes, different languages, and we are able to see semantically searched results which are very accurate. Moving forward, so another advantage that we see of this is that generally when you are searching for products, you have to, if it's a non-agentic interface, then you have to do a lot of manual filtering. But here it is very seamless. Like I said, it's almost a replication of how you would go to a store and how you would talk to a shopkeeper or a sales assistant and ask for something. मुझे 1,000 रुपए से नीचे तक के प्रोडक्ट्स दिखाओ, या मुझे पार्टी वेयर दिखाओ, या anything in the most fluid way that you would talk to a human. That is the sort of experience the agent is able to replicate for you, where it is the entire filtering doesn't require you to go to the filter section, do the multiple clicks and all of that. You can add as many conditions as you want, and you can simply blurt it out and say मुझे ये दिखाओ, ये नहीं दिखाना, काले में नहीं दिखाना, and things like that. So that is the whole idea, and a very big feature that we feel makes things very easy while shopping. Another thing, I'll share a small story. Just a couple of days back, I was sitting in a restaurant and I saw this very beautiful cushion kept on one of the benches. I asked, it was so pretty, I actually wanted to buy, and I thought of buying that. I asked the waiters there, I asked the manager, but nobody knew from where have they got that, which brand it is, etc. There's nothing, there's no label. So I clicked the picture, and things have become so easy nowadays. You can get the source of the brand, entire details, pricing. You can click and buy it immediately. So that is the power here. And not just that, if you are on a site and you want some product, even if it's not the same product, it helps you buy, or it gives you options of something which is very similar, right? So the agent is able to do that. We'll also see that in a short while. Going forward, another thing which is of course a big plus is that it's not just a voice search. We do see a lot of voice search features in different apps these days, right? So you ask for specific product, you get to see the results. But here it has become more conversational now. So the agent replies back to him. That's the beauty of him. That's how it is different from how it used to be earlier, and how it has become more realistic, more human like, is because it you can have a real time conversations, like मुझे ये पसंद नहीं आया, इससे इससे थोड़ा ज़्यादा गाढ़ा लाल में चाहिए, and the agent will reply to you, ठीक है मैं आपको इससे ज़्यादा गाढ़ा लाल में दिखाता हूँ. So I'll show you similar product in deeper red color. So we'll see how there will be some examples also for us to be amazed and see it happening real time. But yes, that's the experience which differentiates this whole thing from just regular voice search. Now this is something very interesting because um, when you are, suppose how the initial chat bots used to be. Okay. There was some element of AI in them, but mostly if you asked multiple questions and they were probably from related to different things, the chatbot would absolutely get confused. Uh, but with the AI agents coming in, the sort of intelligence they bring in, and how they keep learning and reflecting upon their outputs, and whether the humans are able to understand the replies or agree to what they are saying or accept the suggestions and things like that, they are able to improvise themselves every single day, right? So that's how even the results keep improving. And here Even if there is a different questions, different queries, different multi intents, they are able to understand, the agents, they are able to understand that, and they are able to give satisfactory results, and keeps improving over a period of time as and when they get more experienced.
I just want to highlight, Neha, I think this multi-intent actually was something that we spent a lot of time,
Yes.
because it was not easy for a single agent to understand multiple intents, and then intent switching. And
Yeah.
then, even though intent switching is happening, the context is maintained, is something that it took us a lot of time to build, and also build those capabilities in GrokClick, right? With
Right.
respect to a lot of memory management and those kinds of stuff that we have to do. So I just want to highlight, it's not, it looks simple, we used to have chatbots where if I have to do anything else, I have to go back to the main menu, right?
Start
It
the
will all
conversation again.
start the conversation again. That
Yeah.
you don't have to do again, here. It will basically start you as if you're talking to a human. You don't say, oh, look, let's go back and then let's start, right? You basically keep on talking and you keep on switching your intents
Right.
seamlessly. Yeah.
Right. Right. Absolutely. So we have like three different types of memories for these agents, right? Manoj? We have short-term memory, we have
Yeah.
long-term memory,
Yeah. Yeah.
episodic memory, and all of that, right?
Yeah, we have three memories: short and long, and episodic. Of
Right.
course, short memory is used here because it is more conversational in nature. So memory doesn't need to be stored for a long time.
Right.
But long memories are there for more for preferences. If I have to basically save the preferences of the customer and
Mhm.
show products similar to those preferences when the person comes back, that's where the long memory is used. And
Right.
episodic memory is primarily used by us for caching and faster responses and those kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Right. Right. Great. Very interesting. I will move forward. So yes, so this is again a very interesting point because generally when I am shopping with these agents, I generally tend to talk about something, ask for something, and then I of course keep adding different points to that first query. So overall the experience becomes is for me, it the experience shouldn't be anything different from how I would be talking to a shopkeeper, and fantastically it is able to capture all of that. Like here you can see on the screen, if I'm saying show me shoes, I will say red only after it has shown some results. So even if so this is the multi-turn where I have just said red only. I didn't say show me red shoes. I just said red only, but the agent is very intelligently able to capture that what is the context, what am I asking. It understood that I'm looking for red shoes, right? So that ways, the conversation can go on like a real human, and you don't have to give precise details of what exactly you were talking about, unless of course it is something else that I'm now alluding to. But if it's the context is the same and I'm talking about the same things, I'm asking about the same thing, I don't have to repeat myself, it'll understand just like any other human. So yeah, that's a big feature of multi-turn conversations that adds a lot of value. So these are four main features that we see in e-commerce that while you're shopping, how is it helping? So one thing is that you are able to, of course, search for the right kind of products in a very conversational way. But and you are able to search, very semantic search can be done where you see the results to be very close to what you actually intended to buy. We see that there's multi intent. We also saw that even if it is multi-turn. Besides this, it's not just the products. Once you get a bunch of products for your liking, which you would like to proceed with, you can also just say that, can you add to cart these for the first one or the red one, or that ways again in a very conversational way can add the products to the cart. You can also give the instruction to your agent friend that please check out. You have to, of course, fill up your details for the first time, or once you have done that, it is able to pick up your delivery address and details. Of course, it'll ask you whether this is what you want to proceed with, because if there's a chance you want buying it for someone else, but otherwise it's pretty seamless. And also it can help you find your favorite payment methods so you can proceed with that. So overall, it helps you in the end-to-end journey, right? From search to selection to adding to cart and then to checkout and the payments as well. So it becomes, it's like a seamless journey of having a shopper assistant with you, and not in a very robotic way, but in a very human-like way. So that is how it differentiates itself. Besides this, now once your purchase is done, right, story doesn't end there. There could be lots of other things which the customer would like to have as in form of service. Maybe that they would like to track the order or get the refund or ask for return, right, or ask when is it getting picked up. So we will see in some time. Our colleague Tarun will be showing us as to how you can actually do it very, very seamlessly by just asking, can you please cancel the order? Can you please check what is my status, or what is the refund status, or what is the policy for your refund, and things like that, right? So all these things which earlier you had to spend a lot of time in, probably when there used to be this bot, which I think a lot of people are still using, and slowly everything is going to phase out, and most of the people will come to agentic form of support. So there used to be a lot of these questions which they used to ask, and then finally you could land to the relevant ones. But here it's going to be very, very easy, fast, just like going, and this is my order number, can you please request for a cancellation? That's it. That's all you have to do. You can ask different questions about cancellation policies, return policies, and things like that. I've got a product that is substandard and this is not what I expected. What should I do? So the agent will tell, okay, great, I'm so sorry that this happened to you. Okay, this is, shall I ask for a refund? Shall I ask them to? So it's very, very conversational and very helpful, to say the least. So you can also see your previous orders, etc. Um, so these are some of the numbers here which we can look at. What is the sort of impact that all of this is bringing? We are seeing, clients who have incorporated this, e-commerce clients, and how is it helping them? One thing which which is which is the customer support workforce. And we have seen that in customer support, these agents are working so fantastically that basically the cost of customer support can easily be reduced by a very large percentage. Right, we mentioned 80% with some data that we have got, and plus, besides this, of course, the conversion is the key for e-commerce, right? The If you look at the sort of marketing costs that e-commerce companies have to incur, not just to get new clients, but even when the clients come, customers come, the traffic for the conversion to happen, there's a lot of cost attached to all of that, the CAC. So here, basically, it definitely helps in increasing the conversion rate. And the numbers that we have got is 20% that companies are experiencing as an increase in their conversion with this kind of very seamless experience that customers get in the whole journey, buying journey, support journey, all that. Besides this, of course, there is increase in the customer experience NPS. Also, there is language support, right? So why so far we had seen that e-commerce was still not able to penetrate in a lot of remote areas. We already know that uh, almost digital retail is 7 to 8% approximately, right? So, what is it that was keeping back people, right? So, language was a one big factor because of which people used to hesitate. They were not able to search for the right kind of product. They didn't know even if they will order, when will the product come. For them to figure out in the apps or the websites that when exactly are they going to get the order, or what should I do if I have to return this, or what they were looking for to get the right sort of product. Language was one of the biggest barriers. This is precisely the issue which has been addressed with the help of these agents. And it's sorry, they are not the regular bots which were there earlier. It's a very advanced form of service that these AI agents provide, which is very human like, and that is what sets it apart. So, yes, here we are. So, all of you who are into e commerce, I think now's the time that you should definitely make it agentic. And, there's a lot of noise and talks and discussions around AI. This is the real use case which we are showing you, where we have seen the conversions going up, the customer satisfaction levels going up, and overall you will be providing a great experience. So if there are any questions, we'll take it up after the demo. You can also mail me on neha@plotch.ai. I will request my colleague Tarun to take over from here as
Yeah,
a
Neha, let me just quickly take like 2 more minutes, right,
yeah,
just to set the context before the demo, before Tarun comes in.
yeah,
Uh, Let me just share my screen. Can you
sure,
stop sharing yourself?
yeah.
One sec. So I wanted to showcase, Craftzilla. Like Craftzilla, when Neha said, let's make e-commerce website agent take, a lot of people ask us, what does it mean, kind of stuff, right? So I wanted to draw the contrast where we have on craftsilla.com. This is what Craftsilla's homepage was before, right? It is like a standard homepage where you will see banners and those kind of stuff, right? uh, and it is basically a static website. It is not talking to me. It basically giving me few banners to basically say, these are the banners and these are the kind of stuff, right? Now that when we say agentic, this is what the new version of Craftsla is like, which is basically it is now that Adam here, right?
Mm,
Adam here is talking to me and saying, "Welcome to Craftsula, your online, first your one-stop online store for everything Indian." Right? It's basically telling me that welcome to Craftsula. I'm greeted by Adam, and it's showing me some things which I might have searched in previously, right? And then basically it is telling me, hope you like these products and those kinds of stuff. So what I'm telling you, the conversational nature of the homepage versus the static nature of this is strikingly different. I connect with this more than I connect with that kind of stuff, right? And then basically the good part is I can talk to this guy in any way, shape, or form, right? For example, when Neha said what is semantic in nature, right? So here I asked, show me something which I can give to someone to thank. Like how I want to thank someone, how can I, thank? Show me something which I can buy, right? So basically, it showed me some, thank you, these kind of stuff, right? Which uh, which sort of can be used by multiple people. It's sort of a gifting items you can think of in a lot of ways. Some kind of pen, all those things. So I can also ask like show me something which it's like I can talk to that website as if it's like a retail shopper. Right? Show me something which I can use to cook, at home, right? And something like that, which should show me something which you can show me something which I can use to cook at my home, right? It's showing me something. I don't know why it's showing me lighter. So it's a lighter. Why is the gun as a lighter here? But anyways, lighter is here. Then it's showing me some utensils and those kind of stuff, right? So what I'm telling you is the semantic nature. If you look at it here, I'm not saying show me utensils or show me cooking stove or cooking those kinds of so show me something which I can use for cooking kind of stuff, right? So semantically it understands all this. It creates multiple categories and then showing me multiple categories of cooking which I can use, right? So
So it
this is
understood
something.
that to cook you need these sort of utensils. Suppose
Yeah, yeah,
right, you would, in order to light the gas for cooking, you'll need the lighter and things like that, right? So I was so
yeah.
semantically picked up. Yeah.
Semantically, I just wanted to highlight that. Yeah. So
Hmm.
the power of semantics is something I want to highlight. Yes. I think Tarun, you can go ahead and showcase the demo and share the screen. And you can basically see, I'll tell you, you can go to craftsler.com, you can try yourself. Although this demo we are showing, we are highlighting the key points, but we would love you to try. The product is not 100% there, so expect some challenges, but it is much better. I would say state of the art compared to what we have seen outside in the market kind of stuff, right? So it's, what you're saying, we believe is the best in class, and we would love your feedback. It's available on crafts.com. You can go there and try right now also. Yeah. It's
Manoj, can you
okay.
give the permission to Tarun to share the screen?
Sure. One second. Tarun.
Also to unmute himself.
Yeah. I think Tarun can now talk.
Yeah.
And
Hello, I'm audible.
yeah, you're audible, Tarun. Once promote to panelists, maybe I can do. So you can do that. Yes. Tarun, can you now share?
Hello, I'm audible right now.
Yes, you're audible.
Yes,
Yes.
Tarun. Yeah.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. This is Tarun Chaudhary from Plotch. I start today with a quick walkthrough on our multiple agents workflow. So let me share the screen.
Yeah, so I think one thing which I think Neha, we forgot to tell that what you see in front, right,
Mhm.
is an agent, is a front end agent that we talk. It's basically we have named it Pranam. So what you're saying is that while there are at least 10 to 12 agents behind,
Right.
right, which basically makes it a multi-agent architecture.
Hmm.
And that's basically is where the power comes from, right? It's a multi-agent architecture, it's not a single agent architecture, right?
Right.
So I just want to highlight that part. Yes.
So when you say multi-agent architecture, what we mean is that even if you're have different queries related, which where the context is different, you could be looking for some knowledge related to, say, any document or anything related to the company, etc. You can ask, or you could like how you want to shop. So you could do that. So there's a multi-agent architecture. It's and you can do it from a single interface. You can make all these agents work for you and respond to you.
Okay,
You're
shall I
on
start?
mute. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this interface basically is a multi-agent architecture where multiple agents work under a Pranam architecture, which is Kafsula. So let me start with the first agent, Coach. As mentioned by Neha, Coach has various capabilities. Uh, for suppose as multilingual capabilities, multi-term capability, image searching, voice searching, etc., etc. So let me start with the general query. I need to buy sari for my mother for a wedding, but my budget is only 1,000 rupees. So let me give a general query to coach. Show me Banarasi sari for wedding under 1,000 rupees. Okay. So I've given the query where all the
You have
Banarasi sarees under.
100
Oh,
rupees. I think
I
they
give
will
a 1,000 rupees.
carry
No,
100.
no, there's no Banarsi sari you can get in 100 rupees. Not even
No,
thousand
no,
rupees.
sorry. uh, that would land 1,000 rupees if I get it.
I don't think you'll get it, but yeah, they may not be the
Okay.
real Banarsi saris then.
Yeah, okay. So I got some sarees mentioned by Coach Adam Agent, which is under 1,000 rupees. But I can just select whatever I like. I can just zoom into the images, get the description here for any of the product. I can zoom the images and
And
I
this
can
is
buy it
like,
from the product.
this is again, something that we want to highlight is the UX to AX kind of behavior, right? What you're seeing is an agentic experience of UX. Like the UX that we used to think is changing. We actually doing a lot of AX, what I would say, experimentation ourselves. And this is one experimentation that we did is that can we show more detail for an e-commerce product right then and there without the customer going out kind of stuff, right? So it can just zoom out, it can collapse, it can come back kind of stuff, and you can move on to the next product.
You can see different images also, right? In the form of thumbnails. Click on that, you see the complete image. So it's like a complete experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And
let me
and I
go
think
ahead.
you can also try between, right? You can also say, and instead of saying 1,000, maybe you can say between 1,000 and 2,000. That will also work, right?
Yeah, yes, sir. That
So
will
you
also
can,
work.
so basically you can literally use price as a filter in the search query itself. That's something I
Yeah.
want to highlight, that you don't have to, there's no filter here. If you notice in my browsing experience, there's no filter. In our experience, filters are for intellectual shoppers. General Indian shopper cannot use filters. They don't know how to use filters, but they can speak those filters. They can say, "Mujhe, show me something between this and this. Nahi, nahi, this is costly. Can you show me cheaper?" Right? So
Hmm.
one thing, Tarun, you can also show how you can say, "Show me cheapest saris." Try that because I think this agent is yeah, cheapest saris, or you can cheapest shoes. Maybe saris is something which uh, category. I don't know how many people will understand. Right? So it's showing me some very very cheap saree. You can also say show me cheapest shoes, cheapest earrings. So it understands that in Indian context, for a cheap sari, what is the price range, right? So it's that something you know is also something that uh, yeah, I just want to highlight that part. Yeah, Tarun, you were doing some demos, so I'll
Yeah.
just let you continue. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So this way, some of the cheapest sarees were shown while getting
Yeah.
general query. So let me try wake query here. Saying yes. Just give a wake query asking yes. Let's see how code behaves behind it.
So you're saying yes to, okay. So basically it's a
Hmm.
cross sell that you're trying to show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So
So
so then
basically,
you highlight so can you highlight what is the cross sell query?
yeah. Yeah. Yes. So once I asked the for my cheapest sarees, it gave me a follow-up text asking, would you like to add a matching blouse or accessories to complete your ensemble? So behind after this response text, I just need to answer yes. I do not need to add the full context that I need a matching blouse for it. Coach understood the context that I am talking about the previous question asked by the Adam agent that they need, would you like to add a matching blouse? So if I said yes, it gave me a complete ensemble with a stylish collection of matching blouse and accessories. So it gave me the matching blouses which can go ahead with those cheapest sarees. So this way, coach understands the context behind what I'm asking and makes it multi-turn conversation enabled. So this way, it makes shopping seamless and smarter by understanding the context behind my query.
It is generating cross sell, and this is important from a conversion perspective, right? Because I can now no, basically increasing my cart value, right? Because I can now increase my cart value by really cross selling lot of categories, right?
Yeah.
So what is the next cross sell query? Again, handbags or
What
statement
like
jewelry
for when you
pieces.
have just jewelry pieces.
Okay, so it's basically saying. So can you type yes to that? Let's see
Okay.
what it does. So it should show me like handbags or jewelry, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, see the thing. Look at the power, right? Because I can just continue doing yes, 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 and discover new products, and that basically is amazing because inherently, see, shoppers are lazy. That's the thing, as a shopping as an activity is a chill activity. We don't want to spend like it's a lazy activity. It would be great if I can just say yes, 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 right? And it keeps me showing me more and more relevant products. Right now, it is showing me. Would you like to explore a latest collection of designer watches? Right, watches, bags, blouse, sari. These are all connected categories. Not like I'm now suddenly saying, can show me shirts. Let me show you shirts, right? Because shirt is definitely not a connected category, right? So as a woman, I think Neha, maybe you can comment more on that, but I think they can just keep on browsing with yes, 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 those kinds
Absolutely.
of,
I think that is the reason why that endless scrolling feature came into play
yeah,
because, people did not want it to stop. They wanted to keep looking at more options. And so this goes very well with that concept because it will keep asking you, it will keep prompting on its own that would you like to have this, see that, and it'll keep showing you different options, and all you have to do is keep saying yes and going through different designs. So definitely is a great feature.
yeah. Tarun, go ahead with the next. What do you want to show?
Okay, so now Coach also has the ability to suggest products based on the contextual queries. So let me try a voice search asking for a gifts to be given in Ramadan. So suggest me some gifts to be given in Ramadan. So
So
yeah, it got the
some
gifts to be
gifts to
given in
be
Ramadan.
given in Ramadan. Okay, so it's showing some Ramadan products, right? That's basically
Yeah,
got it.
yeah. So based on the suggested contextual query, it gives me some gift products which I can give someone on Ramadan. Some perfumes, some home decors or something. It gives me a response and also gave a cross-sell suggestion that would you like to interest in exploring our exclusive Ramadan gift boxes or personalized items.
Hmm.
So this,
And
so
what
this
you
is
just showed, I think you showed it casually, but you also showed the voice search capability, right? So I
yeah.
can search in a local but this was did you speak in English or did you speak in Hindi for this one?
No, I spoke in English. I think.
Okay, English. Okay. Yeah, so you can literally also speak in Hindi or any other language, right? Tamil or
Yeah.
Telugu or whatever, Arabic
Yes.
or
Yes.
English, right? Spanish,
Yeah.
whatever language it should work kind of stuff, right? So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So this
go
was the
ahead.
voice search capability of Coach. Now let's go ahead with some image search capabilities of Coach. So basically, I have some images, but I saw my friend wearing a computer glasses, which I really liked. So I just took a picture of it, and I want to buy something related to that specs. So I added that specs. So this is the product I added. So I want to search the related products of this computer glasses. So this coach gave me the related specs based on this image. This is almost similar, not the same design,
Almost,
but
yes,
almost similar
very,
to what I
very.
was.
First two ones, the frames are very similar.
Yeah,
Right, semantically search is also right. So if I show some, let's say, popcorns or some noodles, then it will also show me food
yeah,
products, right? If noodles are available. What I know it, I think it semantically also can show if other related products. Semantically
yes,
meaning, like for example, I don't know how can we showcase that if we show, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to think about that. But it's very powerful. The image search is very powerful because a lot of times we see, as Neha was saying, we see something and then we want to buy that. We want to see if
Yeah.
this website has that product.
Yes, yes. If you see here, it's very subtle. But the third option that we are getting, this Peter Jones multicolor
Hmm.
frame, this is very similar to what the image was, because that was also multicolored, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
It's more like this marble kind of effect, multicolored marble kind of effect, right? So it's very similar. So it could grasp till that detail as to what
Hmm.
product to show. Very interesting.
Yesterday, I think, Neha, you were trying that check shirt with large checks, right? It also was interesting.
Yes, yes,
Uh,
yes. That's
I,
true.
that show shirts with large checks.
Hmm.
So it was showing the checkered shirts. That's something was
Right.
also. And then we can also are there color filters, Tarun? You can,
Color field is having
like, if I'm searching for, let's say, shoes, I want to show me red shoes or I mean, can we do some kind of searches on shoes
yeah, I need to
or
just
some, let's say,
download
funky
from
shoes? I mean, if I want to literally become more.
I need to download image for the shoes.
Not the image,
No,
just
no, not the image. No, no, no. Just query.
Oh,
just
query.
the
Okay.
query. Maybe in Hindi you can do it, to do it differently this way.
Maybe Hindi or some other language.
Okay, so I'm coming into that. So now focusing on the another capability of code, which is by far my favorite, that it can catch multi languages uh, based on the search. So let me try some Indian languages and also catches some international languages as well. Let me try some in Marathi language here for the Maharashtrian people. So I just have a query which says रोजच्या वापरासाठी आरामदायक चप्पल. So it is asking for comfortable slippers which I can wear for everyday use. Let me try this. So see, to this query text, it responded me in the same language as what query was asked, and also gave me a cross-sell product suggestion in the same language and gave me some interesting, comfortable slippers for use.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
this was a Marathi language. It catches almost all the Indian languages as well as some foreign languages as well. So let me try another completely different language or German. It is asking for a short sport shoes under 1,000 rupees. This translation of this. So yeah, I got some sport shoes which is ranges from 1,000 rupees and under. I'm also
And
giving the
and that
response
I
that
can also hear that. Can you unmute that voice one? I don't know if you can hear it. Oh no. Can you search again maybe, and can we hear the German language maybe voice? Can you
is it is it audible? This language which is speaking by Adam?
uh, is it speaking?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It's
we
speaking.
can't hear then. Okay,
Oh, I
we are
think
not able to
enable.
hear.
I think
Yeah.
screen is not being able. But this is speaking in German language. You can try
Hmm.
it with your end at Castle also.
Hmm.
Multi-languages things are being translated by Adam as well. So these were some multi-language capabilities of Coach. It varies from any language you can search. Like we went up till Russian language, Hebrew language, Arabic language, and all the Indian languages. It catches the preference, contextual preference, and gives the response in the same language as the query is asked. This is one of the most interesting features.
Tanu, I also was trying like English, not Hindi and English, but English. And
Okay.
can you try some English kind of stuff? Like
Okay.
mujhe something, you know, shoes.
मुझे
Red shoes दिखाओ, maybe we can try red shoes. Well, yeah, red shoes दिखाओ. Right? Primarily and I think it should show me in Hindi, right? Because the guy, okay, so it's not, okay.
no, it is because the text is in English, so it captured
Okay.
the query in English.
If I say मुझे, if I just type in pure Hindi but in
Yeah,
English, yeah,
yeah,
मुझे
let's see.
लाल,
Then I'll sari we call it in masters.
हाँ, let's try that.
So now as the whole text is in Hindi, it got the
Hmm.
Hindi language. Yeah.
Hmm.
Here
Yeah.
the text was in English also. Red shoes was in English. That's
Hmm.
why our bot captured in English language.
Hmm.
Here
Hmm.
it got it perfectly.
Got it. No, makes sense. So you have shown us summarizing semantic searches. You have shown multi-turn searches, shown voice
Yeah,
searches, image search, right? And filterless search. So filter, they
yeah,
use filters in the query. Then language switching, intent switching, right?
yeah,
All that you have shown. Great. And voice chat, I think voice chat we are still working on. So I don't know if that is you want to show right now, but voice chat is another feature that we are building where you can literally talk to the agent as if you're talking on a phone, right? With a with a screen sharing kind of stuff, right? So
yeah,
that's something is I think we release sometime this week or next week. But voice chat with screen, visual feedback or screen sharing is something that we'll also showcase later. Yeah. Anything in customer support that you want to show, Tarun?
yeah. Yes, sir. So course is over. So let me once you can also check the status of your ordered products in Classvilla.com. So for example, I had ordered a product from Classvilla. So let me. I want to check the status of that order. So I'll just see on what is the status of my last order. So yeah, it gave me the status of my last order. Basically, order was cancelled by me from the interface. So it gave me the order delivered card and the status here. You
Means
can also add different status for refunds also. Like, I can ask for what
And
is
this
the
card itself is a different experience, right? So that's something that.
and also instead of typing, you can very well just even speak it out. Where what is the status of my order, right?
yeah, yeah.
Lots of fun.
So these are the customer support agents which are available here. Where if you have any orders which you ask for refund, you can ask the status from the item agent, and it will give you the refunded order from your order ID. This basically catches my login credentials for my phone number. If you haven't logged in into Crossfire.com, it will ask for a login for you, and
Hmm.
based on your phone number, it will give you the order IDs based on what you ordered previously. This
Mm-hmm.
is how it works.
And
This was
can I
some of the
see all
customer
my
support
orders
agents.
also?
Yeah. Pause. Submitted capabilities. Yeah, this was some of the audit products by me.
Okay. So this is showing all your orders, past orders, which
Yeah,
basically,
Tarun, you keep
uh,
ordering a lot of stuff.
yeah. No, I think he ordered in April, then he ordered in last year, I can
yeah,
see.
it was last year. This year I haven't ordered anything.
Yeah.
So these were some of the customer support abilities of Adam Agent. We also
Mm-hmm.
have those policy agents as well, where you can ask for the policy of your Craftsvilla. What is the return policy of Craftsvilla?
And this basically is again multi-intent. So you're changing your intent and it's able to do, it's not like I have to go to menu again kind of stuff, right? I can literally ask the same question again and it will again switch back to the order status, right? From
Yeah,
policy. Or I
this is
can
basically
continue with
intent
my
switching.
search, or I can just
Yeah,
continue with show me now, something to wear on my wedding, on a wedding, sorry.
yeah.
So somebody had asked in the chat, in the Q&A, that which are the different types of agents in the background. I think this is a good time, Manoj, to give some sort of understanding of who are these different agents supporting here.
Oh yeah, yeah, so definitely. So basically, what is the query which is this is a front end agent, right? And this agent, the name here is Adam. So basically, we're talking to Adam, and this Adam is then talking to in the back end. Uh, there's a agent called orchestrator agent. Now, orchestrator agent is the agent which is internally orchestrating all where should the query go, to which agent should the query go, right? So orchestrator is somewhere someone sitting in the between. You can think of orchestrator agent as like a broker agent also, like someone who's brokering, like where should the things go kind of stuff, right? Or a middle agent, middleman agent kind of stuff, right? So orchestrator is
Coordinator,
that.
right? Coordinator agent.
Coordinator, yes. So maybe another word can be coordinator agent, right? So that orchestrator agent then looks at, okay, given this query, show me red Nike shoe, which is the best agent to give it to, right? And in this case, for example, show me it's saying, okay, this should go to a search agent. So it goes to an agent called Khoj, which is the third agent here. Now, this agent, of course, can do a lot more. It can, if you're asking for order status, it will go to an order status agent. If you're looking at cancellation, it will go to cancellation agent. If you're looking at policy, it will go to a policy agent. If you're asking about refund process, it will go to refund agent. If you're talking about return, it will go to return agent. Right. So all these agents are specialized in that domain. I mean, that's how to look at it. There's a specialist agent who is specialized in return, specialized in policy, telling about all about policy, specialized in search and those kind of stuff. And there are a lot of other agents which are there in similar nature. So I don't know if I will to give you a broad landscape of agents which are there in a full blown e-commerce website. Once it's fully agentic, we expect at least between 100 to 120 agents to be there in the background talking to each other, right? And managing the whole workflow and stuff, right? Currently it's like 15, right? But we have not fully automated the whole e-commerce. So buying, for example, payment, checkout, cart, asking for my how can I change my password. All these are 30 40 intents that you can think of, which we still have to enable. But the framework remains the same. It's a cookie cutter approach, so we just need to build more agents. So yeah, that's about multi-agent. I think we are almost out of time. Actually, we are 6 minutes over. So I think with this we'll wrap up. Neha, we cannot hear you. You're on mute. Yeah. So I think with this, I think Neha, we can wrap up. I don't know if you can hear.
Yes, yes, we
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, we can wrap up. I hope it gave you all a very good overview of where e-commerce automation is headed. This is not the full picture, by the way. This is the start of the picture. And what we are shipping out in next 2 to 3 months will make the whole e-commerce automated, right? So literally, if you are a 5 people team or even like 10 people team, you can run a very very large marketplace. So you can literally run your e-commerce which used to take like 100 people with 10 to 15 people, right? So that's basically the kind of automation that you can expect when it's fully automated. And that's the power that we wanted to show. With that, I want to thank you all for attending this. Hopefully you liked it. We will keep on doing a lot more such webinars around automation, completely focus on automation, and show you automation across industries and across functions using Groklik framework that we have built. Yeah. With that, I want to thank you. Yeah. Tarun,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much, everyone, for joining
Yeah.
in. Thank you, Manoj. Thank you
Yeah.
for insights. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Tarun,
Thank
and
you,
thank you, Neha.
Tarun. Thank
Thank
you,
Yeah.
you.
Tarun.
Thank you. Bye bye.
No problem.